Hey everybody, welcome to the DVP Dive. I'm Dylan Van Putten and welcome to episode number 2. So episode number 1, we talked about, the difference between renting and buying. Kind of gave you like a general overview of both. If you haven't seen the video, go check it out now. Episode number 2, we're going to talk about probably my favorite question that I've been asked so far. What do us crazy realtors do on a daily basis? That's a great question. What do we do? So people might think that we, just help buy or sell houses. That's all we do. But that's actually not true. That's a long-term goal for every real estate agent, is to help people buy or sell or rent. So I'm gonna start this episode off with a definition from the Cambridge Dictionary on what a real estate agent is. By definition, a real estate agent is a person whose business is to arrange the selling or renting of houses, land, offices, or buildings for their owners. By definition, we're exactly what I said. We help buy, sell, or rent. That's residential, commercial, houses, apartments, condos, whatever it may be. But that is a long-term goal. That is not something we do every single day. So basically this episode, we're gonna kind of go through just what my schedule is, what my schedule looks like on a daily basis to get to that long-term goal of buying, selling, renting. I wake up at 6 a.m. I enjoy, getting up before the sun. I enjoy being up early. I'm definitely a morning person as opposed to a night owl. I just enjoy being up early. 6 a.m., wake up, shower, make a quick breakfast. I try to get to the gym by 7. The gym is right across the street from my house, so it's really easy to walk to. So for that first hour, it's really just waking up, kind of getting myself prepared for the day, eating, a breakfast, showering, that kind of stuff. Get to the gym right around 7 o'clock. I'm there for about an hour. I do a few different things. It kind of depends on the day. A little bit of cardio here, a little bit of weightlifting there, that kind of stuff. Usually by 8 o'clock, I'm back at the house, getting showered one more time, getting ready for the day. 8:30, still at the house, usually drinking a cup of coffee, but I'm checking my hot sheet and my market updates. This is the first time that I really dive into real estate. It's very important to start with, your hot sheets and your market updates, because that's how you run your business. You need to know exactly how many listings are available, what's sold, has there been price changes. Every agent should know like the average days on market, their selling price, everything, like that in their market. That's crucial. So that's why I start off my day with looking at the hot sheets and the market updates. It's just, that's how you run your business. Usually I spend, 15 to 20 minutes on that. When you do it every day, you don't need to do it, for hours and hours and hours because you stay up on it. There's not a whole lot, that's gonna take you hours every day if you stay up on it every day. If you do it once a week, you need to do it a little bit longer because there's gonna be a lot of changes. Usually 15, 20 minutes, I spend responding to emails. Obviously it depends on the day. Some days I have, a bunch of emails to respond to. Other days I don't have quite as many. So basically from 8:30 to 9 o'clock is the hot sheet, market updates, and responding to emails. 15 to 20 minutes on both. I might run a little bit past 9, but it really depends. I leave for the office. I try to get up there, as soon as I can, 9:30, that kind of stuff. That's when I start my biggest business move. That's prospecting and lead generation. Where am I gonna find business? How can I fill my funnel to get to that long-term goal of buying, selling, and renting? This is the most crucial thing after looking at the hot sheets. You need to build a business based on your prospecting and lead generation. Now this comes from a few different things. Your sphere of influence, your expired listings, your active listings, that kind of stuff. Referrals, all that great stuff. Prospecting for me varies every single day. Sometimes I'll go just expireds. I'll spend an hour and a half, 2 hours focusing on the expired listings that are in my market. How can I target them? How can I get that listing into my name? Other days, I'll spend just, the hour and a half to 2 hours on FSBOs. How can I try to get these FSBOs to list with me? Now, it's a whole different task between expireds and FSBOs. That's why I spend full days on them. Other times, it's spending an hour and a half with my sphere of influence, referrals, people back in Michigan. It really just depends on the day. Sometimes, there might not be quite as many expireds as other days, so I might do expireds and FSBOs. So usually from like 9:30 to about 11, that's kind of when I spend, that time doing that. From 11 to 12, I'll check on my current listings, my current buyers, do kind of a market update with them, just kind of see where they're at, how they're doing. If I have a listing at the time, if I have multiple listings at the time, I reach out to them, give them an update. Hey, this many homes sold yesterday, this many homes sold this week, this many homes sold this month, where do we stand price-wise, that kind of stuff. It's usually just a quick email or a quick text, just to say hi, just to kind of give them an update, and we go from there. 12 o'clock comes around, and that's when I hit my lunch. I spend an hour on lunch. It's a great time to kind of reset and recharge for the second half of the day. Waking up at 6, that's 6 hours from breakfast to lunch. That's a pretty good stretch. So you need that recharge for the second half of the day. 1 o'clock rolls around. This is another very important part of every real estate agent. Script practice. Now, what is script practice? This is scripts for expired listings, for FSBOs, for sphere of influence, for cold calling, circle prospecting, all that kind of stuff. Those are all big words. What does that exactly mean? I literally spend an hour practicing what I'm gonna say if I get rejected at an expired, if I get rejected at, a FSBO, if I get this question at an expired, if I get this question at, on the phone. I practice because practice is gonna make me better at what I do. So from 1 to 2, I spend that time script practicing. Sometimes it's role playing with other agents, sometimes it's role playing with whoever I can find. My dog, sometimes I talk to my dog. 2 p.m. rolls around, this is called hit the road. 2 p.m. is when I'm gonna hit the road, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna put boots on the ground, and I'm gonna start knocking on doors. I'm gonna start, meeting with my sphere of influence, going on appointments, attacking like FSBOs and expireds, that kind of stuff. 2 o'clock. From 2 to 6, 4 hours, I'm out in the street, trying to get something done, trying to build that business. So my prospecting for the day, let's say I chose expired listings. That means that the afternoon, I'm gonna go out and try to get expired listings to list with me, or just try to build a relationship. I'll practice my expired listings and my script practice at 1 o'clock, and then I'll go hit the road and try to go get an expired listing. Obviously FSBOs, same kind of things, sphere of influence, that stuff. A lot of times in the afternoon I have appointments. That's when I try to set up my appointments for like listing presentations, for buyer presentations, meeting with other vendors, meetings with other agents. 2 to 6, that's hit the road. That's when I'm out of the office. That's when I'm doing kind of my other business stuff. 6 o'clock rolls around, that's when I call it a day. 6 p.m. is a great time to just be done for the day, kind of lets you, gives you a set time to hit your goals. That way you're not just like, oh, I'll do it, later this afternoon. No, I know at 6 p.m. I need to have everything I have planned for that day, I need to have it done. Because if I don't, that means I have to push it back to the next day, and that moves everything back a little bit, and we don't want that. So 6 p.m., done for the day, head back home, relax for the night, recharge for the next day. Sleep, recharge is very important. Eating healthy, working out, that kind of stuff. You need to do that, otherwise you're gonna get burned out. So having a set schedule like this, and I have it written down in front of me too, having a set schedule like this is huge in being successful in anything, not just being a real estate agent, being successful as a younger person, in school, even if you're older, just having a set schedule and eating right and working out and just having these goals for every day is going to help you be way more successful. Basically, like what I said, what do us realtors do? Yes, long term, we try to buy, sell, rent for the people that we're working with. But every day, the most important things are the hot sheet, filling the funnel, building clients, building people to work with, that kind of stuff, and hitting the road. Those are the 3 biggest things that real estate agents should do every day in order to build a business. And that's basically it. That's what we do on a daily basis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit subscribe. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments below. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at CBDillonVP. I'll leave it in the link below. So thanks.